Hey, what's going on? What has it been, like a month and a half? It's been a long time. And to be honest, it's a little weird being in front of the camera. In fact, I never really know what to do with my hands. It's probably why I just resort to using them to talk. But, how you been? You been good? Personally, life has been crazy for me. Crazy in the best way though. So crazy that, of course, November, a little bit of December, had some lessons to teach me. And that lesson was one of consistency. I know you're probably thinking, hey, that's where the guy that hasn't posted a video in a month and a half is talking to me about consistency. And you're right, I am. Because though I've been gone for good reason. And that reason is a direct reflection of my constant pursuit of progression in videography and photography. To make it even more ironic, even more weird, it all started November 10th, which happens to be my birthday, which was also the date of the last video I published. It actually went out. One of my best friends got married. I happened to be the best man in that wedding. And if you're wondering, yes, best man speech. I hit a home run. Solid best man speech. Unanimous decision. It was really good. A plus rating, I don't know, A plus rating. But what made it strange was on the car ride to the venue. You see, I had about an hour car ride to get to the wedding. And while I was doing that, my cousin called me. He said, "Cuz, tomorrow, 5 p.m., can you hop on a flight to Toronto?" And well,
in this way too long now. Either way, it's your way. Guess as long as I love you, baby, a foolish heart will say.
obviously I win. But what may not be obvious to everyone is how massive, how monumental, how big of a deal this moment actually was for me. You see, 5 or 6 months ago, I actually told Stephanie about a mental milestone I gave myself. I told her that the moment my cousin hires me to do videography or photography was the moment I was going to fully invest everything into this. So when we got off the phone, obviously the first person I'm going to call is Stephanie. I explained what was going on. I asked for permission to leave for 5 days. Yes, guys, if you leave for 5 days, it's polite to ask your girl for permission. Just a little sidebar. And she's supportive. Of course she said it's fine. But there's just one problem. I'm fully investing in myself, and this Canon M6 is just not gonna do anymore. Thing is, I'm at a wedding. I'm the best man. I can't just step away. So I asked her, do you mind finding the camera and the lens that I've been thinking about getting for the past month? She did. She hopped on the phone, called every camera shop in Houston. Couldn't find it. Then she hopped on the phone, called every camera shop in Austin. She did find it. She found one place. They had the camera and the lens, and they were open before noon the next day. So we pick up the camera. I hop on a plane to Toronto. And this is my cousin's vision. He's gonna fly out huge, talented songwriters, talented producers, his manager, me. We're gonna hop in a car. We're gonna go a few hours north of Toronto into like the mountains, into the forest, woods, whatever you wanna call it, into a private cabin where we're gonna disconnect for 5 days and just work on music. Just write music, work on his EP called Love Undervalued. It's on Spotify and iTunes, and that's it. That's all we did. We did this from noon until 7, sometimes 9 a.m. in the morning, every single day. And my job was an interesting one. It wasn't the most exciting one, but it was definitely very valuable he wanted me to document, primarily document, maybe get some photos, possibly put together some 1 minute like Instagram visuals, and I did just that. And if that's all I got from this, that was more than enough. But when I'm looking back at it and I'm thinking about how crazy of an opportunity this was, how crazy of an experience this was. I mean, think about this, guys. How many people get the chance to be isolated in a cabin with ultra creatives? I'm talking about people that have been pursuing their dreams, their passions in something creative for the last 10, 15, 20 years. And be able to talk to these people one-on-one. I mean, just look at my cousin alone. My cousin is a famous like choreographer, famous singer, and collectively on Instagram collectively on Instagram and YouTube, he has over 1 million followers. And I get to talk to these people. I get to pick their brain. I'm inspired to see how committed and how far these people have come towards their passions. And I'm amazed at the fact that they were willing to take a step back from what they were doing to help me, to teach me, to give their input towards me and my craft so that I could take a step forward towards my dreams. It's literally just, it's probably the most inspiring and educational thing I've ever done in my entire life. And it's crazy to think that it's all accumulation of consistency. You see, if it wasn't for my cousin chasing his dreams every single day, constantly moving towards them for the past 15 years, if it wasn't for my constant daily pursuit of progression and education towards this dream of mine, if it wasn't for Stephanie's constantly motivating me and pushing me when I'm down and constantly calling all these camera shots to help me find this camera, then this moment, this experience would have never have happened. Yeah, it's crazy. So in the comments below, let me know what November taught you. And while you're down there, hit that like button if you like what we're doing. Subscribe if you like what we're doing, because here we're all about chasing our dreams and finding our happiness. Stay positive and don't forget to do amazing things. Quick sidebar. The next several videos, they're just gonna be Switzerland videos. I've been editing these things for what, like 4 or 5 months now? Yeah, I just want to get them caught up, y'all. Hope y'all understand. Either way, that's what you can expect. Bye.